Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another class on verbling.com with teacher Abby. This class will be part 2 of our idiom story. So we'll be looking at a couple new idioms today, practicing using them in conversation. But of course, we do that, we'll have a nice warm-up activity that will get us all involved. The story is about Eugene and Carlos, two people that have gone way back. They studied together in school, and now Eugene has an opportunity to join him in New York. So we'll be looking at the idioms related to this new story. Okay. Hi, Senya, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm very good. Thanks for asking. Good to see you. What's new?
Nothing special, actually.
No?
No.
So, Senya, I know that you said you were from Russia, but I don't remember what city you live in. Where do you live?
It's Ulyanovsk.
And is that central or coastal? Whereabouts is that?
It's about 1,000 kilometers from Moscow.
From Moscow, okay. Is it a pretty temperate climate, or is it very cold?
It's the same such in Moscow. It's cold in the winter and hot in the summer.
That picture that you're in your profile picture, though, where is that from?
It's France, Paris.
Okay, it's beautiful. Thanks for joining us again.
Okay.
Hi, Anna. Welcome to the class.
Hi, Abby. How are you?
I'm very good. Good to see you again. Thanks for coming back.
Thank you.
How has your day been so far?
Oh, it was okay. I just came back from work. Ate some supper and joined the classes, right?
Wonderful. Well, thanks for coming. It's good to have you. And welcome, Natalia.
Hello. Thank you. And nice to see you again.
Nice to see you, too. Thanks so much for joining us. It's good to have you all back. Hello. Fazrabi?
Hello, teacher Abby. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can hear you well, yes. Welcome to my class. Thanks for joining. How are you today?
Thank you very much. How about you?
I'm good. What's your name? What is your name? How do I say your name?
My name is Fazal Rabi. I know it's difficult. You can call me Fazal. It's easy for you.
Fazal? Okay. Fazal I can handle. I can do that. It's a very nice name, though. I'm just terrible at pronouncing it. That's nice to have you. Thanks for joining us, Fazal.
You're welcome, teacher.
Welcome to the class. Anna Carolina, how are you today?
Hello, Abby.
Hi.
I'm fine, thank you. Hi.
Good. Are you feeling better today?
A little bit sad, but with some hopes.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you're feeling that way.
Well. I don't wanna stop having group classes with you guys. You know.
Yes. Well, I put in your request for you. Okay, so we will see what happens. Let's say hello to Amp. Hi, Amp. Welcome.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
I'm very good. Thanks for joining us again. I have to apologize. I'm teaching from a different room because I'm having some construction happening today in the main part of my house. So it's a little bit noisy out there. I had to come here to be able to teach, but I'm getting a different flooring put in. So it's a little bit loud. That's why I'm teaching from here. It's a bit bright too, I can see. But for now, for this class, it will just have to do. So today we're going to work on the next part of our story. The title of the lesson is Heart to Heart. And it's a conversation that goes on between two different people. And we're going to do it a little bit different this time. I think the way that I did it last time with the pieces that you kind of have to put together was maybe a little complicated for a virtual class. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to do a warm-up. Then we are going to preview each of the idioms. And then after we do that, we're going to fill in the gaps for the conversation with the appropriate idiom. So hopefully that way it's a little smoother than it was last time. Let's start with our warm-up activity, though. Maybe we can start with Natalia.
Okay.
Have you ever had an opportunity in your life where you thought that this would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, that you would never be able to have a chance to do something like that again? Has that ever happened to you?
Actually, I don't remember such a moment in my life, unfortunately.
Okay, sorry, I just was distracted there for a second. Okay, so you've never had a chance to have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where you had a chance to maybe go somewhere or meet someone or attend an event that you didn't realize you'd have a chance to do so?
Yeah, I don't think that I have had such an opportunity.
Okay. What would be an example of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity?
So maybe, I don't know, so maybe to meet some famous people that you admire, for instance, or to participate in some event, in some contest, for instance, well, something of this kind.
Absolutely, very good. And what about you, Fazal? Tell us about an opportunity that you would consider to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I really didn't get you. Repeat your questions.
Tell me about an opportunity that would be just a one-time opportunity, something that would give you a chance to do something, but you won't be able to do it again. You have to choose to do it right away.
I think when I finished in the school, I gave exam and I was success in pharmacy to study pharmacy faculty. It was the chance to do or not. That was the decision to make. Take the decision to take this, and now I finish it.
Good, excellent. Are you happy that you made that choice to do that?
Yeah, very much. It was awesome.
Good. Thanks for sharing that with us, Fazal. Even the exam itself, when you think about it, an exam would be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You might not ever be allowed to retake a test like that. Anna, tell us about an opportunity that you thought would just come around once in a lifetime.
An opportunity that just come alive once in a lifetime, to to set up a new business, because sometimes something bad happen, and you think, oh no, it's going to be the end of something, but then it might be a fresh start, and some people may get rich, who knows.
Okay, very good. Yeah, a new business proposal or a business.
A new business proposal, yes, something that appears out of the blue, like an idea, maybe can can work out really well.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to call you Anna Carolina, and I will call the other Anna just Anna, okay, just to keep it simple. So Anna, tell us about your answer to that question.
Well, I was thinking about, for example, some big trips or big journeys. For example, I don't know, to the second end of the world, for example, to the Sydney or to India or to Japan. Stuff like that. For example, my friend is in 3 weeks is going to India for 1 month, and that was a very spontaneous decision, and that was exactly, if we don't do this now, maybe we will never have another chance to do it again. So So they just go, and this, I think that this is really great.
Absolutely. It's amazing how when you just go and you try something like that, it can completely change your life. New things, new opportunities can present themselves that never would have come. That's a really good example, Anna. What about you, Em?
Well, I think sometimes it could happen when someone is offering you a new job. You said you are already working in one place. I said you have to decide if to move to a new place or to stay in the one that you already are. So that is a big decision and opportunity that sometimes you said no. I prefer to be in this place that I'm sure,
Mm-hmm.
and then you regret. Oh, why don't? But well, the 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 opportunity just was over.
Absolutely. That's a good one for sure. Thank you. And it's true, once that opportunity passes, it's like I don't know if you guys know the expression, you snooze, you lose. Meaning if you sleep through it or you don't take it, you might lose out on something. I think for me, I'm going to participate for this one as well. If I can think of an opportunity that would have come just once in a lifetime, I would say it was when my mother phoned me and she said that she wanted to take me and my sister to Ireland and Italy. And that's when I was living in Mexico, and I didn't have a desire to leave because I was already traveling, so I didn't think that it was, that exciting. But when I saw Italy, it changed my perspective on life completely, and it made me realize that there's a beautiful world out there to travel. So I would say that taking that once in a lifetime trip definitely changed where I went and who I became in my life. So I'm happy that I took it. Anyone else have a comment about that first question? Natalia, could you read number 2 and give us your answer?
Yeah, so how supportive are your parents or guardians? Do they trust you make your own decisions? Well, I suppose that yeah. So now I'm quite free to make my own decisions. Sometimes I suddenly discuss most important things, well, with my friends, with my colleagues, maybe with my mother. But nevertheless, well, I make my decisions myself.
That's good. Have you ever had it where, Natalia, somebody has tried to go against a decision that you've made, maybe trying to give you advice to not do something? Has that ever happened?
Well, actually, it happens sometimes in the case with my mother, but nevertheless, well, she wasn't that, let us say, strong or aggressive in being against my decision or against my will. And it used to happen when I was younger, and I can understand because, well, it's true that then I didn't have enough experience. I didn't have. So the knowledge about how the world works and so on, but still I think that I was right in insisting on making my own choices, because in this way I learned something, I acquired some new skills, so we learn on our mistakes.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Fazal, what about you? How supportive are your guardians in your life? Do they trust you to make your own choices?
Yeah, I think I'm in a big to give my own decisions, and they will always help me to reach to my goals, and they always respect my decisions. And I think sometimes hearing your father decisions is better than you, because they have a lot of more experience than us, and I think they know more than us. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes trusting their decision is better than us.
Absolutely. Good answer. Very good. And it's true. Sometimes they have really good advice. Anna from Poland, what do you think?
Well, in my, for example, in my case, remember that I had many arguments, especially with my father, about some big decisions in my life. But yeah, but then, well, the older I am, it is right now much better. So definitely, I made my own decisions, and when I made a decision, I just do it. and well, right now when I am older, after studies, when I work, it is right now it is completely different. But in the past, especially when I used to live with my parents, I remember that sometimes we didn't, agree on some topics. But well, I think like it is in most of families, so this is something really normal. But right now it's okay. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. As you get older, your parents become less involved. But it's funny, when I was younger, I did not want my parents' opinion. And now that I'm a little bit older, it's almost like I look for their opinion because I would like to hear what they would say, right? So it's funny how that happens. Anna Carolina.
Yes. The second question.
Yes.
They 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 weren't. They have never been. They didn't used to trust me at all, and their plans uh, backfired because of that. If they had trust me, maybe maybe I wouldn't have made some mistakes that I made. But no, those things were not mistakes. Some mistakes ended up being a wonderful thing at the end.
Interesting. Thank you for sharing that with us, Anna Carolina. Amp?
Well, yes, my parents are very supportive. They always say you our advice and all the thought that they had. But at the end, you have the decision to do or not. Yes, I like it that they gave me they have given me their opinions and that they finally accept what I decide.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing. Number 3, who can you count on most in your life? Where do you go with this person to have serious talks? So let's start with Amp this time and go the other direction so you can give your first answer. Who can you count on most in life, or who can you rely on or trust? And where do you go when you want to have a nice chat with that person?
Well, generally with my sister, she is just 2 years of different with me. Well, we are very close, and generally when I have something to say, she is the first person that I look for to hear what she has to say or to share just what I'm thinking. Yeah,
Mm. And where do
this.
you go when you and your sister want to have a nice sit-down conversation? Where will you have it?
No, in my bedroom or her bedroom, or we go to have a coffee. No, there is not that special place to talk. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing that with us. I'm just going to say hello to Nasser. Hi, Nasser. Welcome to the class.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, where are you from?
I'm from Egypt.
From Egypt, all the way
Yeah,
from Egypt. Well, thank you for joining us today. It's nice to have you.
you're welcome. Thank you.
We'll get to you in just a few minutes with this question, okay?
Okay.
Ana Carolina, who can you trust or who can you count on most in life, and where do you go to have serious talks?
Okay, I am sure that I can really count on my older sister.
Mm-hmm.
She's 12 years older than me, but I used to go with her to have serious talks before,
Mm-hmm.
but now she became uh, since she became evangelical. I don't like that much to talk with her about my problems, because she wants to preach, you know, and talk about Jesus and the Bible. And really, I I missed when she was not evangelical, because now all solutions are go to the church, read the Bible, and I don't think it's a solution.
Okay, so you liked it when you just had someone who would listen to you rather than tell you, what they think you should do.
No, she could tell me, but something different, not just the same phrase over and over. And but of course, if I need something, I am sure that she will be there for me, you know.
Of course, she's still your sister. That's an interesting answer, Hannah Carolina. I love how you're pretty open and honest. It's very nice to have you in class and hear you're not afraid to express yourself. Anna, what about you?
I also wanted to mention my sister.
Everyone loves their sister.
Because my sister is great. She's younger than me, but we have very good contact each other, and we don't live together right now for for a few years at least, but we talk via Skype at least 4 times per week. So we talk a lot, not only about serious stuff, but just general this discussion. So yeah, I know that in case of anything bad is happening, I can always call her and ask for her advice. Sometimes, of course, I don't agree with her advice, but this is always good to talk and hear the different point of view on something.
Exactly. At least you get to hear her opinion, right?
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
Very good. Natalia, let's go over to you. Who can you count on most in life? Let's see if we can have 4 people say sister.
No, because, well, first of all, I don't have a sister.
Okay, so we have a different answer.
Yeah, so I have a brother, but a brother is a brother. Well, we are quite close, but nevertheless, well, he's not the person I go to in order to have a serious talk. Well, certainly I can count on my mother most of all, but nevertheless, I don't want to involve her in all my matters and all my affairs. I don't want to disappoint her, and so then, well, if she's involved, probably she will begin so influencing me, and so it can make the things a little bit difficult. Well, I've got a really very good friend, and I have known her for maybe for about 18, 19 years. So she's my colleague, but we met when we were really very young. And it's true that when I've got something to talk about, well, I go to my friend, and well, actually, it depends where we meet. Well, so I can invite her to my place, or she can invite me to visit her, or we can find a place somewhere at the university where we work, or just go to a cafe. It depends.
Very nice. That's good. It's nice to have a friend like that. Sometimes somebody who's not your family is good, because let's be honest, sometimes we need to talk about our family.
Yeah, so well, I mean, I really appreciate that friendship of mine.
Yes, yeah. Take good care of it, and I'm sure you will have it for a long, long time. Thanks for sharing. What about you, Nasser? What would you say? Who do you count on most in life?
Okay, I can count on some of my friends. I have really I have many, or more than one person. Some of my friends I can count on. I can visit them in their house and ask it for advice when I need to take experience or advice in some issues.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I have my wife. I can't count on. It is she is the closest person to me. We can talk in any issues. She can advise also. We have open-minded to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing nothing is hidden.
That's
Everything is
good.
transparent between me and my wife. So we can talk together in any thing
Thank
about
you so
anything.
much.
Thank you.
That's a very good answer, and it's nice to have your spouse to be able to express yourself to. Fazal, you're the last one.
Natalia and Nasser, I are friends, and that I always feel very calm when I talk with him. I very count on him, and when we want to talk about a serious, um, when we want to have a serious talk, we will have a long with each other, and sometimes he blame me for what I did, and he give me a lot of backups.
Are you saying Nasser, the man who's in the class with us?
Sorry?
Who?
Yes, yes.
So,
I think he told he have a friends. He share secrets with him.
uh-huh.
Yes, some of my friends I can count on. They are sincere and closer to me, like,
Okay.
exactly like brother.
Well, that's good. It's good to have somebody like that in your life, for sure. Thank you guys for sharing so much. So here we see, I think it was it Eugene? Eugene, who is sitting and he's having a chat with somebody. Amp, what's he talking about?
Yesterday it was about they were sharing a class before in Vancouver, and now the other is inviting him to go to New York to study again together. But the one live in South Korea, and he thinks that New York can be expensive, but the other one said that it's not so expensive, that he needs a roommate. Yes, he's offering it, and it sounds great for the other guy.
Very good. Fantastic memory and good explanation of the picture. So let's go into our vocabulary preview. And this is where we are going to look at all of the different idioms that we're going to see in our dialogue. And then when we're finished this, so we'll look through 1 through 11, and then when we're finished, we're going to scroll down to the actual dialogue and try to fill in the gaps with the new idioms that we have just learned. So the first part would be to learn what the idioms are. So let's start with number 1. We'll go back to Natalia. We'll have you do number 1, match it to its proper definition on the right, and then give me an example using that idiom.
Heart to heart. Well, let us see. So I guess a deep conversation between two people.
Yeah.
So I always go to my friend to have a heart-to-heart conversation, for instance.
Excellent. That's perfect. You would not necessarily have to say the word conversation. You could just say, I'd like to go to my friend so we can have a heart-to-heart. But if you want to add conversation, that is also correct. It's just not necessary. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic. Very good. Can anyone else think of an example of when you might need to have a heart-to-heart with someone? When might you need to have a heart-to-heart with someone? For example, let's say you have a neighbor who is extremely noisy. Can you think of what you might need to do or how you might need to have a heart-to-heart with them? Maybe you guys are shy. Anna, can you think of what you might say?
For example, I think that my sister's fiance is not good for her, so I should have heart-to-heart conversation with her and explain my objections.
Okay, very good. What about with your neighbor? Anna Carolina, when might you need to have a heart-to-heart with your neighbor?
A heart-to-heart with my neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When my neighbor's child set a firework in my trash can.
Has that happened for real?
Yes.
So yes, you would need to go over and say, "Hey, listen, neighbor, I think we need to have a bit of a heart-to-heart. Your child is putting fireworks in my trash can." That is, I'm sure it's not funny, but it sounds quite funny, Anna Carolina. Thanks for sharing. Anyone else think of an example of when you need to have a heart-to-heart with someone? Maybe a sensitive topic, something that you don't want to have a discussion about, but you have to?
Yes,
Go ahead, Nasser.
I had a heart-to-heart talk with my colleague about his poor attendance to work.
Very good. So you kind of have to be sensitive and careful, right?
Yeah.
Excellent example. Let's go down to number 2, and we'll get Amp to do number 2 for us.
Have a good head on one's shoulders. I don't know. To need a bit of help.
To have a good head. It has to do with your thinking abilities, Amp.
To be wise.
Yeah.
To have street smarts.
Exactly. So not just intelligent, but being able to use your intelligence to make good choices about different things. Okay? Wisdom.
Okay.
So can you think of an example of someone you know that has a good head on their shoulders?
Yes. My sister, I think she have a good head on her shoulder, and that is why she have been promoted in her job.
Excellent, very good. Can anyone think of another expression to describe street smarts? In English, we would say good common sense. Okay? Let's continue. Number 3, Nasser.
See it one's way. Yeah.
I'll use it in a sentence for you, Nasser. Nasser, I'm so glad that you see it my way.
Okay. Letter A, to be wise, to have street smarts.
No, that was for number 2.
To letter A.
It's
to rely on someone for help. Okay, let us see to have period experience.
okay. Thank you for your guess, Nasser. You're very close. It's B, to agree with someone's thoughts or decisions. So Nasser, let me give you an example. If you're telling me your opinion and I don't agree, you might try to convince me. If you convince me that you are correct and that your opinion is right, you would say, I'm glad you see it my way. Or I could say, hey, Nasser, I think I see it your way. I'm starting to agree with your thoughts or your decisions.
Okay.
I see it how you see it. Okay?
Yes. Okay.
Does anyone have a question about that one or an example? Who can think of another example? Anna, what is a situation where you do not see it another person's way? Where you have your opinion and they have their opinion and you will not see it their way.
You mean when it can happen that I do not agree with someone?
Yeah, exactly.
For example, at work, sometimes I don't see my colleagues' way, for example, on some projects.
Excellent.
We can have different opinion on different idea how to do it, how to deal with it.
Exactly. So you could say to your boss, listen, I just don't see it his way. I don't see it is that his opinion is correct. Perfect. Number 4, we'll go to Anna Carolina. Number 4.
Sorry, teacher.
Okay.
Yeah. Nasser, do you have a question?
Yes. See it my way if he agree with me,
Yes.
or see it his way.
You agree with him.
If I agree with him, I see it his way.
Perfect. Yeah.
Right?
That is
Okay,
exactly
thank you.
correct. Good job. Anna Carolina, number 4.
Brush up on. Well, I don't know. Um, brush up on. My gosh. Could you give
I'll
me a
give you.
hint?
Sure, I'd love to give you a hint. You want me to sing in front of an audience? Oh my goodness, I'm going to need to brush up on that.
To think about a choice for a while.
No,
No.
no. I used to
Could you?
sing. I sing a lot. I've been singing my whole life, but you want me to sing in front of an audience? Oh my goodness, I'm going to need to brush up on it before I'm ready for that.
Okay. To practice something you haven't done in a while.
Perfect. Good job. Thanks, Anna. Can you think of an example of something that you would need to brush up on? Something you haven't done for a while?
Now, on the top of my head, I know, teacher.
That's okay. Edson, tell me something that you need to brush up on, something that you would need to practice to get good at again.
I need to brush on my speaking, because I need to develop abilities or skills to speak not very fast, but speak
Fluently?
fluently, and some ideas to come up with ideas very quickly, to speak.
Excellent. Very good. So you need to brush up on your English speaking skills.
Yeah.
Beautiful example. Anybody else have an example of something you need to brush up on? Something you need to practice?
Maybe maybe I will try.
Sorry, what was that, Edson? Maybe what?
I will try to use this idiom.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
Okay. When I asked my daughter to play with the scooter for the first time, she said that she can't do it. She should brush up on.
Very good. She needs to brush up on her scooter driving skills.
Yes.
Good. Anyone else have an example they'd like to share?
If I want to speak English fluently, I must brush up on my vocabularies.
Beautiful. I love it. That's a great example. This is a pretty common idiom, so you will hear it a lot. Let's move on to our next idiom. Fazal, could you read number 5?
Have been down this road before. I think it is C, to have prior experience.
Perfect. Exactly. Can you give me an example of something that you have had previous experience with?
When we talk about a serious condition, my friends give me a choice, so I will ask him, do you have been down this road before?
Have you been down this road before?
Have you been?
Excellent example. Thank you. So sometimes in English, this will have a negative connotation. Okay, you'll say, "Oh, I've been down that road before," and it's basically saying you made that bad decision in the past. You don't want to repeat it. It doesn't always have to be that way, but in many, many circumstances, it will be that way. Amp, can you give me an example of when somebody might say that?
Have been down this road before.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Sometimes people when get divorced twice, they say that. Well, I know what happened, so I have been down this road before. Yeah.
Very good, yeah. Or even after one time, somebody might want to marry them again. They might say, "No way, I've been down that road before."
Yeah.
Good example. Very good. Anyone else have an example of when you might say, "Oh, I've been down that road before"? Anna, it means you have had an experience with something similar already. So,
When someone asks for money, for example, and they have already been in debt with you before, said, no way, I am not going to give you the money again.
Good. Very good example, Amp. I've been down that road before. I've already tried lending you money and I'm not interested. Very good example. Anyone else?
Okay. Usually I choose the roads I haven't been down this before. I can say
Okay. Usually I choose roads that I haven't been down before.
haven't been down before. Okay.
So that could be literal or that could be symbolic. So it could mean you like to try new opportunities.
Yes.
Very good. Thank you for sharing that with us. Let's go on to Anna. Let's skip number 6. Count on, I think we know, is to rely on someone for help. We talked about that in our warm-up. So Anna, can you do number 7?
24/7. It's all the time.
And an example.
An example. I would like all shopping malls to be 24/7.
That sounds like a dangerous proposal there, Anna.
Yeah, it was a joke, but I think a good example.
Yeah, no, it's a very good example. I remember even when I was younger, and I'm only 28 years old, but I remember when things would close at 5 o'clock every day. And now there's many, many businesses who are becoming 24/7 or open all the time.
Yes, exactly. But for example, here in Poland, a lot of shops are open the whole Saturday and Sundays, and sometimes there are, let's say, cries that it should be closed on Sundays because people should spend time together with families, not going for shopping, right? So maybe it will be changed.
You're absolutely right, Anna. People complain about the same thing here. Sunday is supposed to be family day. Why are we out working and having people work at jobs? Good answer. Let's go to Edson with number 8.
Pass up. Mm, no idea.
Okay, let me give you a hint. I'm going to give you a sentence, okay? Thank you so much for the offer, but I'm going to have to pass it up.
Okay. To decline an offer.
There you go. So let's hear an example of when you'd have to pass something up.
I had to pass it up. I had to pass up his invitation about going to the movies because I had to stay at home, take care of my mother.
Okay, very good. Thank you for your example. Natalia, can you give me an example of when you've had to pass something up?
Yeah, so for instance, when you are offered a promotion, sometimes you prefer to pass it up because you understand that being promoted, maybe you will lose something, so you'll have more responsibility, you won't have so much free time and all these things, I suppose.
That's a very good example, actually. And that would be a very respectful way to tell your boss that you couldn't. Thank you, but I'm going to have to pass that up. Pass up the opportunity. Excellent example. Okay, we know once in a lifetime opportunity. That is obviously a chance that might not come up again. We talked about that in our warm-up. What about sleep on it? Let's see if, Natalia, why don't you do sleep on it for us?
Sleep on it. Well, to think about a choice for a while, I think.
Yeah, we talked about this one yesterday, right? Remember,
yeah.
Eugene said he needed to sleep on the idea. Good. So let's go ahead and see if we can match our new idioms that we've learned to our dialogue, okay? So this is the second episode of Moving to New York. Eugene has a heart-to-heart with his dad, his father, who's the one that was in the picture, and we're going to find out what his father thinks about this new idea of him going to New York, okay? So let's start with the first sentence, and we'll work to our right. We'll start with amp. Number 1, fill in the correct idiom.
Do you have a sec, Dad? I need a heart-to-heart.
Perfect. Very good. Anna Carolina, you want to read number 2 and 3 for us?
Sure, son. What's up? My buddy from Brazil called. He wants me to join him in New York.
Good. The Big Apple, that's your dream. Anna,
I know I don't want to miss this chance.
You have the right idea. Do you remember what idiom it was?
Oh my God. No, I don't remember.
That's okay. Can anyone help?
Yes.
What is it, Nasser?
I don't want to pass up this chance.
Pass up.
Okay, of course, okay.
Carlos needs a roommate. So, Anna, quick example of pass up. Give me an example of something an offer you might decline. This way you won't forget it.
My my boss offered me a big promotion, so I cannot pass up this chance.
Excellent, good. Let's go to the next one, Fazal.
This sounds like I really forget the idioms, like the single opportunity which counts for a while. I forget the idioms. What was it?
Okay, let's scroll up and you can choose it.
An opportunity.
A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Very good. So let's pause there for a moment and let's see, judging by his answer there, Fazal, do you think his father is positive or negative about his decision to go to New York?
Yes, he is positive.
Yeah, this sounds like a once.
He liked it.
He likes it. Yeah, he's saying, wow, that's an opportunity for you. Very good. Let's go to the next one, Nasser.
I am glad you sleep on it. I really want to count on my English.
Okay, so I can see why you'd say that. He just said to him, that sounds like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So how would Eugene respond? Let's go back up to our idioms. How would he respond? He has the same opinion as Eugene.
Sleep on it, I think.
I think it's, I might be wrong, but I think it's, I'm glad you see it my way.
Yeah.
Right? I'm glad you see it my way, Dad. So if that's the case, if he says, I'm glad you see it my way, Dad, I really want to
Count on my English.
He wants to improve his English. He learned it in the past, and now he'd like to get better again.
Okay, the idioms, please. Brush up on.
Hey, good job. Nicely done. That's it.
Thank you.
I really want to brush up on my English. So obviously he's going to go to New York and he will have a chance to reunite with the English language in New York. Excellent. Natalia, the next one.
Maybe you should sleep on it. This is a big decision.
Excellent. Very good. Back to Amp.
I've been thinking about this. This.
All the time.
24/7.
24/7.
Yeah.
It's funny how simple it can be, but sometimes we just don't see it that way. Good job. I've been thinking about this 24/7, Dad. Carlos called last week. Very good. Ana Carolina?
Well, you I don't know.
So he's telling his son that he's not a fool or an idiot, but that he's a good kid. He's intelligent.
I was torn between 2 and 5. You you have a good head on your shoulders.
Excellent. Very good job at putting in the correct pronouns as well. Well, you have a good head on your shoulders. Anna, next.
Thanks. I could move the paperwork. I could use a hand.
Yeah. Use a hand with the paperwork, or in other words, have some help, right? Very good, Anna. Thank you. And then we'll go to Fazal.
I will call my buddy Junk. He is. Can you show me that? And down this word before.
Sorry, which one?
He have been down this road before.
Excellent. He has been down this road before.
He has been down this road before.
Perfect. Good job. And then the last one, Nasser.
I knew I could count on that.
Count on you, Dad. Excellent. That is really good. Thank you, guys. That was awesome. Really good work with those idioms. So they're not necessarily the easiest idioms, and sometimes, sorry, it's quite bright. Sometimes it's difficult to put them into context, but the idea is you learn an idiom, you use it in a conversation, and then you're able to use it in everyday English, okay? Do we have any questions before we close the class? No? Okay. Well, congratulations. You guys did a wonderful job with that. I'm not teaching any classes tomorrow, but I will do some next week, and I'm going to try to do something a little different. So I'm excited about seeing you guys again, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend, okay? Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
guys.
you. Goodbye.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye for
Bye.
now. Take care.